Well, welcome along, everyone. To me in the shed again. I'm a bit on my own some tonight. I have no earworms. Shame on it. So I will do my best to uh, keep up with the chat and to see who's in. Hi, Andy, Malcolm, Ian, Roger, Matt. All right, Matt, Todd, Wittenberg, Healy. Who else have we? Had to move. Had to do this myself tonight. Let's see. Who else have we there? Mike. Welcome along, everyone. Let's see. Anybody? Hi, Rob. Right. Anyway, if I didn't get you there and that wee shout out, apologies, because I am on my own and we have no earworms tonight. So anyway, what are we going to do? Oh, right. I have this piece of. I still think it may be ice or not. I don't know. I'm going to change cameras. So here it is, a nice piece of log. It's 9 inches by 5 inches deep, and you can see there's a big lump of rat in it, right? So it's going to be a natural edge, a bowl. So I plan to take this away and leave the natural edge along this line here. So that'll be coming away too. So I put it in this way around to see how far this goes in. So I haven't decided what's the bottom and what's the top yet. So I had a faceplate ring on that. There's a couple of screw holes in it. There you can see. I just changed cameras for you. So if this is going to be the top, that's all well and good. I just want to see how far this goes here. And if it clears up, by the time I get this line here, I will put a tenon on this and turn it around and finish the bottom. If you're following me, okay. And I hope everybody can hear me, because nobody here to tell me. There's no voices in my head or telling me otherwise. So welcome along, everyone. So we'll take this down. As I said, it's going to be took down to get rid of this bit of rat, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm not expecting a whole lot in tonight because the football started, and but if you decide to go and watch the football, I don't mind. I'll just be here in the background, just playing away with my bit of timber here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to remove this timber here, and we'll try and get to see if we can get rid of this. Okay, so as always, if you have variable speed lathe, turn the speed down before you start it in case it's really out of balance. And you can see those two pencil lines whizzing round there. So that's spinning around about just under 600 RPMs. So if you do have a question, anybody, make it visible so that I can see it, because I have a new pair of glasses on tonight and I can see what I'm doing here, but I have to bend over a wee bit to see the screen. But anyway, if any questions, you can shoot away. So we'll get it. Just to see it look out, and we'll just remove some of this timber. Hopefully we can get rid of that rat. And I'm having to come right out here past the end of the piece because I want it a straight end on it at this moment in time. I just want to see where this is going. Some of it's disappearing, some of it's not. But anyway, we'll keep going. I'll change over the tailstock so you can see what. So as the I broke out, and I'm just using a pull cut to remove the timber here. Just have an RV look at this. We'll still get the pith in that, so we want to go past that. And hopefully when we get near that line, it should be almost gone. Just tap it again, have an RV look at this to see how it's progressing. We're getting down to we're just coming down to the end of the pith there. So I think it's going to take me right to the line on the piece here. I can always move it back a wee bit if it doesn't remove most of this. So we'll see what happens. Okay. It's cleaning up there and there, so a wee bit further to go. I need to move the tool rest in. Just check it by hand before you start the lathe. This is a nice piece of dry timber. Apart from that there, it's right and good. So I think this is going to be the top of the piece. So a couple of more cuts to see if I can get this here cleaned up. Okay, let's see where we are. Still goes in there, so it's where my bowl's going to go. So where's the edge of that? So we want that somewhere there, somewhere in that vicinity. Can't really see it that. Okay, so we can go a wee bit in that. Right. Okay. So we'll put a cannon on this here now and get that in the chuck. I get the bottom done. So we're going to go over this for the top. Okay. So there's a bit of rough here. So I'm going to have to take this down a bit. and hate holding on rotten timber, but I don't think there's anybody new in. Just checking the chat. I hope everybody's had a good weekend and enjoyed a wee bit of the football. England got a win last night. Take that down. Take that right down. Just remove that because I want to get down a good solid timber. Just let's see what that like. Right. Quite bad cracks in that. I might have to go a wee bit deeper on that. It might be better with a recess than that on a tannin. Let's see what that looks like. Right. I'm just going to put that a wee bit deeper in case it decides that it doesn't like it. I just take that off. Yo! Oh dear. No harm done. It did decided to let go. I had a very big tannin on that because I had initially chiseled it away to get it in, but we'll see. Oh, what's happening? So things like that can happen, guys. So you want to be very vigilant to what's going on. Okay. And I'm just going to bring the tailstock up for that very reason. Should this tannin decide it doesn't want to be there and let go again, you don't want to do that. Okay. So it's in the chuck die and got a tailstock up nice and tight, and we'll bring some of this timber away. And I thought that end would have been the worst end, but I was trying to good timber there, but just decided that it didn't like being held no more. So quite a bit of timber to take away here. So overhead, I'll show you. So we want to come down somewhere in that line. It doesn't have to be in that line. I think I'll move it back. I think that'll be, well, bring it back to that line on the R side and bring her uh, natural edge somewhere there. Give myself a wee bit of room. So this is going to be like an emerging bowl out the top. So it's not going to be rounded right up the top. It's going to stop here flat along this line. If you can just what I'm talking about, you know. So I want to take a good bit of this down. So, any questions, anybody? I'll just look at the chat here. See, anybody? Anybody else come in? Hi, Rob. Hi, Roger. Todd. I don't think anybody else came in there. Having to do this myself, guys, tonight. Well, anyway, it's a bit quieter without the two gruesome twosomes. Because I can't talk about, when I want. So just make sure everything's nice and tight still. I'm just going to try and get the speed up a wee bit more. Right, I've got it up to 750 RPMs. So turn whatever speed you're comfortable at. Keep it in mind, this is quite a big piece of timber. And if it does come off, it could do some damage. So you want to take all the precautions you can. And as you've seen there, it wasn't the tannin. The tannin gave away. It wasn't that came out of the chuck. It gave away. And I should maybe should have went a wee bit deeper into the heartwood. Right, so that's okay. We're getting there. Stop that and have another wee look to see where we are. And that's coming in nicely. I'll just get this rounded off a wee bit more and it'll show me where my bottom of my bowl is going to be. So I'm just going to take this straight in. I'll change camera. Okay, let's see where that has give us. Right, that's give us a nice good base there for the bottom. So you want a good size of a wing on each side here. I'm talking about from the bottom of the bowl to outside. So you want to leave yourself a bit of room so you can transfer wherever you end up with a bowl here. It starts to emerge on the top on the other side. So I'm just going to round this over now to get my bowl shape for the bottom of the bowl. Anybody? Any questions? No. Hi, William. Welcome along. On my own tonight. Just stop on a wee minute. Quit that tannin before I go any further. Just removing that wee bit of timber where it broke off. So I'm just taking it back to the flat, and then I'll bring the tailstock up to reposition my center point so I have it for later. Slight dovetail on the tannin. Okay, I'll do that. Stop that again. And bring the tailstock back up again. So we've got our, we're going to be our bottom of the bowl, so we need to bring that up a bit more, and we'll continue taking a wee bit of more timber away from the edge of this to bring that in line. Okay, so I would just see where that takes us to. Right, that's not too bad. I'm happy enough with that. So I just need to tidy this bottom up a wee bit. We'll try and get a push cut on here. Right, look at that. Right, that tidied that up a good bit. It was very well torn out there, so the push cut's cleaned that up again. We'll see if we can get a better cut on that. I'm just going to have to remove this tailstock for a wee minute because I can't get the angle with the tailstock there. So we'll just change cameras again so that you can see where I'm going. Okay, so that's better. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. Let's see, here, take a wee bit more out of that. I want to bring this down a wee bit. As you can see on the overhead, I still got that bit of rot on here where this line, first line is. So if I take it down from the top to this point, it should remove a good percentage of that bit of rotten stuff, and it allows me to give. There's still plenty of timber there, so I can afford to take this side down to this line here. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, move a tool rest out, and we'll take some of that away. We'll just bring the tailstock back up again. You can never be too careful. Just stop and have a look at that. Must be coming close to it now. Yep. So we need to straighten that up. We just have another look at that. We just get our ruler here to see how straight and flat that is. Not too bad there. A wee bit of a dip here, so we need to bring that out. You can just see it in the camera, just a wee slight hollow. So again, once we just finish with forming our bottom piece of the bowl, and we can tidy that up. So I'll try and get that a wee bit straighter. Yeah. Just taking that in nice and tight, the edge of the. And just coming gently across the front of that to see if we can get. So if you go too hard, you can bend these ends over, and that's not what I want. So I just bent that one over a wee bit there. So I need to pay a wee bit more attention to the middle bit. Take nothing off the outside until we get it in line again. And it's almost there. What's that say like? Bring our ruler up. So you can see just there, a wee bit of a bend where just need to straighten that up a bit. There's still a wee dip in the middle. So it's more or less out here that needs a wee bit taken off. Unfortunately, when you come to this end here, there's a lot of air between the cuts. So I'm just going to mark that with a pencil. So here I want to more or less concentrate my cut. I'll just go back and forth with a gouge or over on its side using the wing. Just gently. All the pencil lines are gone, so we can now get a look at that. That's nice and straight. Still a wee bit in the middle, dipping. Any questions? No. I forgot tonight's 360 club meeting too. Good morning. So between that and the football, I didn't expect a great number of people. So there's a slight dip in the middle, so it's more or less from the edge back. I'm just gliding over that, trying to get that flat. Not done it. That's nice and flat. Yeah, joy in the overhead. There they are, nice and flat, square to the ends. So I'm happy enough with that. So we're going to finish the bottom of this, and then we can sand it up, give it a coat of sealers and what have you. Right, so we'll just take that wee band off there and tidy that up. I'm going to do a wee bit of sanding to it. Just check it by hand with spins because I moved the tail rest there. Make sure you don't clip the wings in the way, right? I just want to grab a skew chisel here. I want it nice and square to the edge. So hopefully that give me a nice crisp edge there. A wee bit more. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. We'll just check this here. I could do a wee refining. Thank you, Rob. I know you are all loyal and will stick with me. To be honest with you, I'm not really into football, and I just glance at it now and again to see what's happening. As somebody said last night, it's overpaid idiots running around football field with letting on their hurt, getting on like children. So just refining the bottom of that. There's a couple of wee lines, between marks there. I think those will come out with us. And I'm just going to bring the spindle gouge over here to see if I can tidy that up. Nice sharp edge. Just be careful of the edge. I just felt whizzing by my knuckle there. You don't want to let it hit you. It can be rather sore on the hands. So right, I'm going to give that a quick sand and we'll move on from there. Oh, no. Oh, I'm dropping everything in it. Just drop a drill on my foot there. Right. So we'll just change that grid over. So we'll start by the grid. We'll just get this out of the way. We'll start dust extraction. You just want to be careful when you're standing the wings of this because it will grab. Just kind of trying to get the inner bit of the bowl done, and I can sand the rest by hand or with the lid stopped. When your wings on a piece like that there, it's very hard to sand the outside bits. Da da da. Oh, I told you you've got three things going: iPad, TV, and a phone. Oh, there. Da, 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 da. So I done one of these wee bowls a few months ago, and I took it to one of the demonstrations we were at, and somebody liked it so much they bought it. And I find that people are looking for more for natural looking pieces than nice fancy pieces. You give them a bit of bark on it and they love it, you know, or a strange looking end on it. You know, it's not always round. So you don't have to make everything nice and round, guys. You can go with the whatever the piece says to you, you know. A wee bit there. So before I move on to the next grit. So you want to go through the grits. I started at 80. I always started at 80. I'm not that well, what to say, I'm not at that stage where you can start at 240. Put it that way, you know. But everybody has to start somewhere, and you just go through the grits. As long as you leave your finished cut with half decent, you should be able to sand any wee discrepancies you have, as long as they're not too bad. You know, if you find you're still sanding with 80 grit and you're still not taking the marks out, then it's time to visit the tool again and maybe sharpen it and try another cut just to take that off. Because you could sand all night trying to get the mark out, and you're not getting anywhere with it. So oh, hit the knuckle there. Oh, I'm sure. So you can be very complacent on what you're doing, and then forget about this nice big wing that's flying around. And yet hit you in the knuckle. Look, it hit me in the knuckle. So serious side like to it, you can get hurt. So take it easy and try and remember where your hands are when you're sanding. And if you don't like it spinning, stop it and then sand it by hand or with a drill or something, you know, rather than hurt yourself. Like it's all meant to be fun. You don't want to end up hurting yourself. So I'll just get that back on that and I'll give it. Da, 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 da. Just stop that and have a wee look at this. So I need to sand that with the lead stop to get the flat ends. Give me another sanding pad, Paul. Oh dear. Just trying to lock the spindle here to get this in position. There. Just stay away from the corners. You don't want to round those over. So you want this piece to be nice and flat and square looking. So that's no good. I'm gonna have to bring that round. Hold it. There's a couple of wee cracks in this. Just noticed one there. Tail stuff's getting in my way. Right, I just changed grits. That was 80 grit. Just a. It's different when you don't have anybody chirping in your ear. That's I find it very lonely. Because you're used to being there, and then the silence. You're wondering, is there anybody there? No. But anyway, any questions? Any questions? Da 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 da. Hi, Fred. Welcome along. Da 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 da. Okay, I'm not going to give that much more of a sound. That would probably do for now. So we'll give it a wee coat of sand sealer, and We'll get it. The more I look at this piece of timber, I still say it's ice. We were talking about this last week, and I was using the same bit of timber, and somebody thought it was holly, and I don't know. Maybe it was that bit, but this bit more like a piece of ice. That's good, man. 29 people watching. Good. So you're not all football fans, and just giving that a good coat of sand sealer. Want to give the end of the bark a good soaking as well. Oh, not just do too much finishing to this. That's all right for there because I can touch it up afterwards. It did come up quite good, you know. Doesn't need a lot more sand into it. So just watch your fingers when you're doing the wings. Right. We'll not bother with the Yorkshire grit on it. We'll just give it a wee bit of wax. The underside. So I think Doug is away in another part of the country with his family. I've seen a wee thing on Facebook. He's looking forward to seafood wherever he's going. Don't eat too much, Doug. And that's not a wee coat of wax on that. I'll give it a wee minute or two to dry. Yes, Robert, there's some football on tonight. European Championships, isn't it? I think I'm not that well up in the football, so I don't know what championship it is. I think it's a European Championship. I know Gerard is watching the football because he put a wee note into the 360 Club saying he wouldn't be in because of the football, because he's a football fan and he likes his football. So you can understand that. It just needs to be clean there. Oh, drop my sandpaper again. Oh. Just cleaning that corner up a wee bit. So that should be okay. What's that? Good egret, 120. 320. Oh, there's near the knuckles going again here. Right. I cleaned that up. Where'd I put that bit of paper? Just clean that up again. Right, let's see what that looks like. Right, it's not bad. Right, we'll get it turned around and we can do the top. Trying to bring a heel stock up here to get tight against the chuck jaws. I need to wind that back a wee bit. A wee bit far right. And just loosen that a wee bit and then tighten the tail stock to force that into the jaws. And then I can tighten it up. Okay. And that looks all right. Right, so we need to bring it down. And you can show you on the overhead now. Where's my pencil line? So there's an original pencil line that was going to work too for the top, but I've brought it back to this one. So we're going to remove that by the timber from this to see how bad this is. I want to take it as much as that away as possible. So I know I'm to take the bowl out of it yet, but I don't want to leave it in such a way that see, our bowl ends here, so we want to pick up somewhere here. Let's see, that's about there somewhere. We want to pick the outside of it up. So I want to take the outside of this away to see how far this goes down, because we can always turn that wee bit out. This will let me see where exactly the bad stuff is. All right. We'll just change cameras. Again, you come out easy at the corners here, because you could take the corner off very easy. So we're just gently coming out here. And I'm working to that sort of pencil line I drew. So this is coming down gradually. And that's cleaning up there, okay, and so is that. Well, it's looking not too bad. I'm just going a wee bit deeper here to see what it's like. That's not bad. That's looking okay. Yes, Sander Sealer from Chestnuts. I dilute it 50-50. Matt. So the whole idea is to match the bottom part of the bowl here, the underneath, with the outside. So I have to go back a wee bit yet. I'm just working that line to see how the timber is there. So it looks okay. So I'm going to go back a wee bit more on that. I'm just going to get the calipers and mark that. So you get the true, you want it to match up basically on the other side. I think these are too small for that. Might have to get the big jobbies out. Right, let's see. Yeah, they're all right. Right, see. A wee bit too far. A wee bit too far. That's not too far away from it. Right. I'll bring a tail stack out of the way a minute, see if I can get a wee mark on this. Bring it. So we want to be somewhere there. Let's see, we can mark one side of this. I can just faintly see the line of that, so I'll just move it in the pencil. There it is. So that's where the bottom half of the bowl is sitting. So we want to bring that back to here. So that's where our bowl emerges out of the flat piece of timber. If you're following with the process, right, I'm just going to bring the tailstock back up again until we get ready to take center out. I don't want to tempt fate and have it break off again, because it. Let's see. So still need to reduce this diameter here quite a bit. Okay, so I'd like to bring it down about a quarter of an inch. That's about ½ inch at the minute, so it's too thick. So we'll bring this down a wee bit more. And just looking at the chat here. Hi, Brian. Best. You're in anyway. Might have noticed it's quite a bit quieter tonight without the gruesome twosome. I know where Doug is, but I don't know where Brian is, but he messaged me earlier and he said he couldn't do it tonight. But no problem. I'll just stop and see where we are. Right, we're coming down to our quarter of an inch. We're getting close to it, so I need to straighten this up. Bring it over the front. I need to bring that down to that and then try and flatten this. At the minute, there's a big bow in it. So we'll just work up to another 2 from the line. Again, you want to watch where you're going with here. You want to take the timber away from in next to the bowl, not out the outside bit, because you'll end up rounding the top over, especially here in the ends. But if I can show you that on the camera by overhead, you can see that's rocking. So there's still timber to come off the middle bit, and that's in towards the center where the bowl starts to come out of the piece of timber. So you want to just take your time when you're doing this, and you'll get it all right. So initially taking a wee bit more timber away from this point, then you're taking feathering it out to the end, hardly taking anything off. So we're getting close, so we want to keep an eye on it. So there's a wee bit dip here. It's not very straight looking, but it's not too bad that way. Wee dip at the wings, so I need to take a wee bit more off here. There's still a wee bit here of a bulge. Trying to stay away from the end of the tips. I'm just going to get the skew chisel again and try and bring that down a wee bit better. Okay, let's see what that's done for it. just get a ruler again. Straighten just a wee bit still. Better taking off wee bits at a time than going mad and taking too much off, because you can't put it back on. Just going to increase the speed a wee bit so we can get a better cut with my skew. I'm hardly taking anything off the outside bit, but I'm taking plenty off towards the inside of that. That's nearly perfect. A couple more cuts like that, and we'll be singing and dancing. You want to check it in here as well. That looks quite good. It's flat, straight across the ruler. So I'll take a wee bit more. You can see it here, more or less, in this part here. That's where it wants to come off where the pencil line is, just in that bit. So you can see that line, the tool mark. So I'm just going to change over to a different skew. There's a nice smaller skew, but sharper. Bring that out a wee bit and move that closer to that. Let's see if we can get a. I'm just going to turn the speed up again, because I want to eliminate as much air between the cuts as possible. I'm staying away from the end a bit towards the tip. I'm just coming in sort of midway. And we'll stop and have another wee look. That's not bad. There's a wee bit on the wing there. There's a wee bit of a tool mark on that. So we'll try and blend that in now. Now they've got it where I want it. But just take it easy when you come to the tip. There's a lot of air between the cuts. And just gradually feather that in towards the bowl. Oh. That cleaned the corners up. See that? Lovely. Yep, no more tool marks on the outside. I'll let that go at that. Right. So we want to check. Ooh, check our pencil line. We'll still have a wee bit to take off that. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of cuts across here. This is too high. We want to reduce this here by a quarter of an inch. I'll just show you here. So what I want to come down to is about there. It's just emerging out of the bowl. That's going to be the rim, this bit here. So that's waste. So you can see that there, top bit. So this will take another bit of that rotten stuff. We still have to work to the pencil line at the front of it. I'll just show you that again. The camera. That's our cut line we're going to be working to. So I'm going to cut that with a skew here, but just push the screw straight in. Eating shavings here, and that's a nice cut. Just a wee bit of discrepancy there. So we not. There's nothing you can do about that. So we'll take this down to where I said I cut the the pencil line off. So work to there. Just mark that. We'll work to that pencil line there. You can just see it, the camera there whizzing around. So we'll just slap that and have a look and see what. Yeah, it's going to be. It's all right on that side. It's nice and flat, and there's just that wee bit of where the knot is. If I put, let's see, if I put a rim about that much on it, that should be able to take the edge of that away. So we'll take a wee cut and see what that's like. Okay. Yes. Oh, I think that'll work okay. So I could still take a wee bit more off that. One or two cuts off the face of it will bring me down. You can see how thick it is. So I don't want it sitting too much, but enough just to see it emerging out of the piece of timber. I think that's where I want to be with it. That's a nice clean cut. And that sort of closed that down a wee bit. That's not bad. I'm happy enough with that. So I'm just going to mark the inside of the bowl, the skew chisel here. So that's going to be my finished thickness for the rim. That needs to be tidy up now. There. That just tidied that up. So we'll remove some of this timber now with a tailstock in place, and then I'll remove it to start taking the center out. And before I do that, I may give that outside bit of sand, but we'll take this here because that's not great timber. Okay, that's looking very good. I'm happy enough with that. Right, we'll chance it and take the tailstock away. We'll just have to take it very gentle because I did have the chucking, the tannin actually break on me. It didn't come out of the chuck; it broke off the wood. Just broke. Just pulled it. So that there's a rotten bit of timber. So I want to get that wee nub off first. And we just gently Okay, so that's it down. Now we can see what we're working with. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to take the bowl out of it, and then we'll sand it all together. I was going to sand this bit outside first, and then take that out, but we'll just carry on with it. And just reducing my cut there. It was a wee bit heavy on it, so try not to take a big heavy cut like that. You'll end up getting a catch. It's too much timber. Okay, just stop that and have a look at that. See what that's like. Cutwise. I can live with that. There's not much you can do about that we not being there, but it's only on one side, so all the rat more or less came out of that. So I'm happy enough with that. So quite a bit of timber still to take away. So we'll just reposition our tool rest and we'll continue on in. And again, just take it down steps at a time. Leave it in our cut at the end of your cut on it. That's the best way I find it to take it down gradually. Now, you just have to check with your bottom end here and make sure you're not going too thin, because you remember your bowl is going sloping into the bottom, so you have to adjust your cut accordingly. So that there feels there's still plenty of timber there, but saying that, I've said that many a time, and you could end up getting very close to it. So we're okay, happy enough to carry on. Just deepening my cut here at the center, and then we'll pick one of our wee bridges with it. And again, we'll stop that and check our thickness. If you've got a pair of calipers that will reach around that far, you just get them and just check your distance. Right, that's, don't know where you can see that. There's my thickness there. So it's about just under half inch. So we're still a good bit of timber there. So if I want to bring my cut down now on the side wall here at the top, because the more I take out of the bottom, this it'll start the bowl will just want to relax, and you'll get chatter uh, with the wood being let go. All the tension's in the center, but so you want to do as much as you can to the top now before you go too far. Just take an RV cut off that. And again, we'll stop it and check it again. So it's good to check it because you never know. Right, that's coming down to, can you see that? About 1/4 inch now. Just thereabouts. I'm happy enough with that. We don't want to take it too thin. That's starting to, I'd be happy enough with that. So I'm just going to get my scraper here and finish off that top section. I'm happy enough with it. So I want to raise the tool rest because it's not a negative rake, and this will just bring this, finish this bit off. It's snowing. Just nice and gently bring it down, work it into the bottom. That should be more than enough. That'll let me carry on. That's a nice clean surface there. So that's what you're looking for. So drop that back down again. Depth wise, now you have to keep an eye on that too. So I'll just check that against that. We are on that. And I don't know if you can see it in the camera. So where's my ruler? So I'm holding that where the depth on the inside. So there's the top of my rim on the inside. There's my bone, if you can see it. Let's see. Go a wee bit further there. So there's a good 1/2 inch in the bottom of that bowl still to come out. So I don't want to go the whole way. We'll try another 1/4 inch out of the bottom of it and then see what it's like. We need to start bring that round into the bottom as it sweeps around. So I'll turn. Just slow your cut down as you get into the center, because remember the center is going a lot slower. We'll just check that again. I would say that bit of timber we removed there is quite a bit. Right, that's that. Just get that on there. I would be more than happy to stop there. So what I'll do, I'll clean that up with the rhino scraper. Just raise that tool rest a bit more. And we'll just clean that up. So at this point, you're still taking a wee bit of timber off it. So that's why you need to check your depth and just leave yourself enough timber there to use your scraper on it to blend that in round to the bottom. Have a look at that and a wee feel. Fingers will tell you everything about how it's doing. There's a wee ridge just there, here. You can feel it. So coming from the center, working back, coming up the side, and back down again. We're not taking an awful lot of timber off that. I just want to get that wee ridge out of that. And I'm more than happy with that. We'll just give it a wee blow to see where I tear out in that. All right, we'll just give it one more wee cut, as you say. Just one more. Just wee light glance over. Right, I'm happy enough with that. So we'll get that sanded and we'll be flying. Welcome along, Chris. I'm sort of on my own tonight. Nobody, no chirpers in my ear. The gruesome twosome didn't. I knew about Doug. He'll not be here for 2 weeks. And Brian's busy tonight, so I'm just sort of doing it on my own. Lonesome. Right, we need to change some papers. Just check that. Clear that. Right, we'll do the bowl part first. We'll get the dust extractor on. We'll just turn the speed down a wee bit. Don't want to go too fast. Around about 500 RPM is more than fast enough. The more I look at this piece of wood, I'm near sure it's ice. Let's see who's in the chat now. Said Fred. Oh, Tim, missed you. Welcome along. Who scored the goal, Brian? Who scored the goal? So we're just to the outside by hand, or not by hand, with a late stop. Just be careful of your corners. You don't want to round them over. Same we have the 80 grit on this. We'll just do the whole piece and before we move on to the next grit. We'll do the edge of that as well. Right. Just go around with the 120 and on the inside of the outside of that rim. Just touch it on the very corner and that. It's hard to get the pad right into the very corner of it, so you better do it by hand. Just be aware if you've any of your timber's got to be a wee knot in it like that, you catch your finger very easy on it, or it could catch the sandpaper. So just be wary when you're going around the edge of it. You have the sandpaper sort of at an angle that it doesn't bite into it and catch it. So that was 120. We'll go with 180. Good afternoon, Dr. Bob. Welcome along. Multitasking tonight, turning and doing earworm duty as well. So that was 180, 240. Just stop it. Do the edge. 240. I don't know if it's a good thing about not having any earworms. There's nobody telling me off if I do things wrong. I can leave the chuck key in the chuck. So just to do the outside of that rim a wee bit with the 240. In the very corner of the piece. Try and do that. And again, just the edge. So that was 240. Want to be at C20. Now worried about this edge here, because I can always put a disc sander on the chuck and put it on the flat board, and I can sand that flat. See, it's a wee wavy line on it there. I don't know where to leave that or make it straight. It doesn't matter, but it'll just tidy up the face of that, the end, and that's the way I would do it. After I'm finished, just put a sanding pad in the chuck on a disc and put a wee tool holder in your banjo to lay it flat and just go straight in with a sanding disc, and clean that edge up. Right, down to the last grit, 400. About 400. If I can get that. Oh, I don't have any 400 discs, Paul. I'm just going to have to use a bit of 400 sandpaper. It's just a bit of 400. Doesn't need an awful lot doing to it. Just to go through the process of doing all the grits. As I say, start whatever grit you think you're capable of starting on it, and that should be all right. If you do see wee marks, just go back on it and go back a grit and just touch it up. Turn that racket off. Let's bring my head in. So we'll give that a wee. We'll give it a wee coat of sand sealer. We'll just use the spray can because it's a lot easier. Give the end of the bark a wee touch. So that's a wee coat of sand sealer on that. I just got a wee rub in, dry it off. Oh. We'll just stop that. Go around that. Give it a wee coat of wax. Some nice colours in that piece of wood, like an orangey tinge to it as well. Right, I'll do that. No Lucy, no earworms for me today. You all get fed up with me. No, dog's away somewhere, dying somewhere nice. He had a wee thing on Facebook saying he was looking forward to the seafood where he was going. So it must be nice, that part of the country he's traveling to. So, and Brian's otherwise engaged. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a lot quieter, but apart from me chipping, you hear more of me. I'll just give that a wee buff. So we can give that a wee buff later with a sanding pad, or not the sanding pad, the buffing wheel, to bring a shine up on that. But maybe give it 2 more coats of wax just to bring the shine up on that. I'll just bring that. A couple of pencil lines on that. So I want to put the sander in the chuck and bring that up. I can sand that edge, and that will be that. Well, as far as that goes, I'm happy enough with that. Well, there'll be a bit of tidying up with it tomorrow. But let's see, overhead. There's our emerging bowl. And you want to try and get it so that this bottom part of the bowl matches up with the rim coming out of the top. You could probably go a wee bit thinner on the flat side, but leave it a wee bit thicker in case something happens, you know. And the best about that, it's not cut straight. It's just whatever way I got the timber given to me. The only thing I will do is tidy the edge up with a sander against the sanding pad on the chuck, and same with that side. There's a wee bit of a wave in that bit, so I don't know where to make it straight or just keep a wee wave in it. Uh, there's no set rule on it, and I'll leave the chuck on too tomorrow and take that off. So I will, let's see, bring myself in. Oh, there you are, guys. So I hope you liked that wee project tonight. A nice piece of ice, merging bowl out of the top with a flat rim. It's a nice wee project to do. I'm having to go over here and look at this screen because I've changed my glasses and I have to go to the screen. I can see what I'm doing on the lathe, but on the screen it says it's a wee bit blurred. You see. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you, Lucy. Rob. Thank you. Todd. Who else? The chat's way up. Well, thank you to everybody that came and joined me tonight. I know there's football on and the 360 club's on tonight, so a lot of people will be either watching one of those, and you can't always rely on everybody to be there, but it doesn't matter to me. I'll be here anyway. If there's nobody there, so there you are, guys. Nice free piece. 9 by 5. It was 9 inches long and 5 inches deep. So there's a couple of wee knots in it. There's a bad bit of rot in it in the center, but so that mostly came out and just left those two wee ends on the end. So all in all's good, and it came out nice. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, Fred. I will say cheerio to you all and wish you a good afternoon or good evening to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And hopefully, I'll see you next Monday. And I'll say goodbye. So I have to wander over here now that I don't have anybody to go over to. You see, so if I change the camera, you can see me walking over, and I'm going to press the button. It's great. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.